Hi, welcome to episode 4 of Give Permission. Today, the topic is give permission to ask questions. Why am I amazing? So, Ken gets to go first and say, why is she amazing?
Perfect. Thank you so much, Lorette. And it's it's a beautiful long weekend, and I've decided to kind of keep it casual, and just kind of talk about again what makes me amazing. I think that when we think about our strengths, there is that one strength that really makes us feel good. It's all that adrenaline that runs through you when you think about that strength, that oh, I am really good at yoga. Maybe one day I'll start my own practice. Or so for myself, I'm really good at planning. So that gets my juices flowing. Like I can sit down and I can draw a chart of your life from today onwards to up until the day you're alive, and actually after as well. And that's kind of part of the work that I do as well, financial planning. So one of the things that I do think that's required in it is to be adaptive.
Mhm.
If you know how to adapt, because life is going to throw curveballs at you like COVID, and you're going to need to adapt, improvise in order to survive and grow. So as long as you can do that, you got to be like water. So whatever mold one puts you in, you take that shape. But then at the same time, while you're adapting, be able to retain your own identity, your own DNA. Because we all come with our own thumbprint. That's what makes us unique. I like to plan. Some people, so YouTubers are really good at their creativity is what gets them far, right? Good content, being able to connect to people. Storytellers, they're storytellers, that's what they do,
I'm a
right?
storyteller. I love storytelling.
Exactly. So that's that one strength, that one anchor that's going to make sure that, well, you always stay on that track, that's going to help you plan these events. And your strength is that pillar that you're going to stand on. For me, that strength is being able to adapt and being able to plan. When I do think of improvising, when I do think of changes that I need to make, I plan for them. Even though there are going to be times when you're going to have to improvise and make changes last minute, be ready for that as well. But all of that requires your ability to adapt, which is the strength that I tap in. That okay, fine, I have a plan, but if I need to improvise, I know how to, or I'll find a way to. So that's my 2 cents for today, keeping it casual again. And I'm really looking forward to know what do you have to share with the audience today, Lorette?
My strength is obviously being an employment specialist. I'm good at what I do and I love it, right? The funny thing is, I think when you think on your strengths, you become like, and this is a strength, and this is a strength, and this is a strength. So it's one of those things like, if you concentrate on why you're amazing, more amazingness comes from it. So I had a really good week last week. My clients like found jobs, but they also understand it's about the journey along the way. So, like,
Yeah.
as an employment specialist, people are like, well, do you find people jobs? Yes, but they enjoy the process. So I'm really big into like one of my strengths is the process of like
Yeah.
finding your dream job, because everyone thinks
Yeah.
it's the end goal. Everyone thinks, oh, the race is over. I found my dream job. No,
Yeah.
it's actually when the fun begins. That's when the really deep personal connection to your career development even starts. Once you get your dream
Yeah.
job, well, then you have to like work at your dream job. Like the
Yeah.
definition of work is a task that you get paid for.
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
I guess one of my biggest strengths being an employment specialist is cold calling and my 30-second elevator pitch. So, like, my elevator pitch is, what does a legendary journey look like? Like, what does career development look like? I ask the tough questions. Like, I do run Phoenix Career Development. I teach a program that's based on like the proper theories how to get your dream job. I help clients, students, immigrants, and people with disabilities that are like looking for satisfying careers.
Yeah.
I'm interested in a win-win theory. So my clients come to me and they're like, I want to win at life. And I'm like, I want you to win at life too.
Yeah.
I've worked with 3 nonprofits to help change their lives. And honestly, my classes are like clear, exciting, and change your life. And they're super fun. So that's like half of my elevator pitch. Do you know what I mean? So I do
Yeah.
well at my elevator pitch. That's one of the things that I'm really strong at. I do well at cold calling and I teach cold calling. And everyone's like, oh, cold calling doesn't work anymore. You're doing it wrong because it works. It's the best way to like learn, grow, develop a business.
Yeah.
Um, on my other sheet, what makes me unique? Um, I'm just so weird. Do you know what I mean? I've been weird my entire life and I've accepted it now. I've just been like, okay.
You know, yeah, but that's the thing though. That's your uniqueness, that
Yeah,
you're different.
yeah,
If you are the same person as everyone else, slowly you will fade away because you are like everyone else. You have to be unique. You have to stand out so that people know, oh, that person is Lorette.
yeah.
Oh, we know that person.
Oh, trust me, you know, you're like, that's the employment specialist over there. I'm making a name
Like,
for myself. um,
perfect.
so I can take a punch too. So like I can take the rejection. A lot of people in life cannot take the rejection of life. I like give permission to myself to be sad for one day and be like, okay, Lorette, that was really hard. That was really terrible. Next day, we're amazing again. Do you know what I mean? So understanding and giving permission to take the punch, learning new things every day. I give myself permission to be like, okay, like part of being amazing or part of being unique is learning. So I'm open to learning. And I think my last comment is if you have one strength, you can have another strength and then another strength. So I really like the concept of building within building within building. Like if you feed the enemy of I'm not good enough, and that's one thing that I really struggled with this week was self-love. And I'm like, okay, but I know I struggle with self-love. So like how do we switch that? And it's gratitudes and affirmations. So that's why I'm a cocky person because I know life is terrible. How do we fix that, right? And we
Yeah.
fix it with these are my strengths instead of my weaknesses. It's the whole living by faith, not fear. So many
Yeah.
people live in fear. So that's my
Yeah.
2 cents today. Questions,
Yeah.
comments, concerns?
Perfect. No, I
Yeah.
love the fact that you said that one, you got to come from a place of strength, and that's the biggest lesson that I think COVID is teaching us,
Yeah.
that while we need to stay safe at home, wear the mask, keep the distance, that is a little bit of that fear, but there's a strength in that as well. It's
Right.
teaching us that we need to pause, sit down, and do some self-realization, and that's what this weekend was kind of about. That okay, well, I I came here to Canada over a decade ago. I started on my own, found my career. I work really hard. I made friends here. I have a life here.
Yeah.
What's that one anchor? How did I do all of this? There has to be some strength coming from somewhere. Like what is this that kept me going every single day that I got out of bed that okay, yay, today is going to be a good day. Or today is not so good day. How do I prepare myself so that I survive the day, right?
Yeah.
So there has to be that one strength, and to me it was adapting that okay, well, we'll deal with it, whatever comes, one bridge at a time, we'll deal with it, right? And also the fact that you know you talked about your career, um, knowing the process, your journey of finding your career, that's a beautiful story in itself, because as you take each step at that ladder that you want to climb, you learn new things about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Every time it's a new strength that you've learned, it's something new that your company, that your business taught you. And these are means to an end, that eventually we all have a why. Nobody wakes up, oh, I came to this earth so I can do a job. No one does that.
Right.
I came to Yeah, I came on this earth because I want to maybe have a family. I want to have blah, blah, blah. People have so many goals in life. I want to have a family. I want to enjoy with them. I want to leave a legacy behind. I want to build a business that caters to women or that caters to kids. There's something unique in it.
Mm-hmm.
But then the path to it is your career, are the choices that you're going to make along the way so that you reach that destination. And that again takes a little bit of planning, improvising, tapping into your strength. At the same time, knowing your weaknesses. You do want to know that, okay, this is something I'm not so good at. So let's work on it.
Mhm. Well, Pen, have a really good day. I'm going to finish with the statement or the meaning of life. And I'm like, ooh, I found a really good definition of the meaning of life, which
Yeah.
is to pursue human flourishing through communication, understanding, and service. So your
Oh, that's
responsibility in
beautiful.
life, right, is like
Yeah.
to care about other people and to communicate. So everyone have
Yeah.
a good day. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I dare you to. Is there an ask that you have, Pan, about your social media?
Hey, watch this, viewers, all of you. Watch this whole video all the way. Leave your comments if you have any questions. So I
Keep
am a
coming.
financial consultant.
Yeah.
Yes, with IG Wealth Management. So if you have questions, send them our way. We'll find the answers for you. Or if you want to talk about whatever it is that you have on your mind, you want to discuss, you want to be on here talking about your business, about your work, about your journey, we're all in it.
Well, in. Great. Everyone have a
Welcome.
great day. Yeah.